Good day, good people. It is Stephanie, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, thanks for joining. And if you are returning, thanks for coming back. I am jumping on today to share with you my May currently inked. I do realize that it is the middle of May, but hey, it has been busy. You guys know I'm an educator, so wrapping up the school year and getting ready for graduation and all those good things have been taking place. Graduation is now over for my program, so I got a little more time to come in and share with you guys. So, with that being said, let's look at my May inks or my May currently inked. Now, these are the pens that I have currently inked for May. And one of the pens I am going to ink with you guys here on the channel. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first ink is a Sailor ink. It is a Sailor Ink Studio in the number 941. You guys probably have seen me share this when I obtained the ink. I know sometimes I do random videos just to share the inks that I've obtained. And this was one of those pretty blue inks. And I think it is just a lovely color. And this is what it looks like. And again, this is a Studio ink in the number 941. I have this in my Carolina pen. This is a Carolina pen from Jonathan Brooks. This is his Primary Manipulation 6. I did obtain this pen though from Endless Pens. So I did pick it up over there. And this pen does have a clip, as you can see. But it is Jonathan's style or model called Carolina. It is a medium nib. So yes, medium nib. The model is Carolina, and this is a PM6. And this is Sailor Studio 941. Okay, so that's the first pen. The second color I have inked up is called Rosewood Forest. It is from Colorverse. It is one in their mini bottles, and I love these mini bottles. The only thing I don't like is the tiny, tiny opening, so it's hard to get in with the ink. But I'm going to try my best to get a little bit. I think I'm just going to have to do this. Which is fine too. But it's a pretty green ink. It is called Redwood Forest. That was me trying to create a little line. But you see, it is a pretty, kind of muddy green. But I do like it. Try to help my swirl out a little bit. I grabbed this ink in a set from the Chicago Pen Show. And it was an ink that I used right then with a pen that I bought right then at the Chicago Pen Show. And that is this Cancer model from Bart at Zodiac Pens. This colorway is Olive Agate. And again, it is in his cancer model. I think it is a gorgeous pen. I inked it up right away, like within the first 30 minutes. This is a fine nib. And again, this is a Zodiac pen in a fine nib. And at this point, I realized my audio went out. So this is Stephanie doing a quick voiceover. Again, I'm sharing with you that this is a fine nib. The pen is called Olive Agate, and the color used here was Colorverse Red Forest, or excuse me, Redwood Forest. And again, showing you guys that beautiful pen. The next color that I chose for this May Currently ink is in the orangish brownish colorway. You see me here talking about the ink. The ink is called Dominant Industries, and it's called Earl Grey Tea. And for me, I was thinking gray would be gray, but thus the word tea. So that made me think, maybe there would be more of a brown to this color. Um, but in this ink, you'll see when I put it down here in just a moment, it's very orange. However, when it dries, it does have some shading, and some of the shading will be of the darker orange, almost brown, once this color dries. So again, I'm putting the ink down here, trying my best to create a swirl. I just wanted to do something different in the swatches for this month. So I'm just talking about the ink. The pen that I used for this ink is a brand new pen to me that I picked up from Just Turnings. I was in the market for something white, as I called it, but as you see here, this pen is more than just white. You see the shine, you see the glitter, you see the chatoyance, you see a little cream, you see a little champagne in color. So it's more than just white, but I knew that I wanted a lighter color pen. This pen is called Fairy Dust. I don't know if I had said the name, but I did order this from Just Turnings out of Australia. And again, this pen is called Fairy Dust. And so again, I'm just showing you how pretty I think the pen is. The pen is also in a fine nib. And so here's my writing sample. I'm just writing Just Turning, and that it's a fine nib. And one more time for the people in the back, the ink is called Dominant Industry, and it is Early Grey Tea. So that's what you see me doing here. I just hate when I get to this editing process to find that the audio has cut out. I know it happens to us all, but it can just be frustrating sometimes. And now my voice just sounds extra raspy in this voiceover, so please excuse my voice. Moving on to the next ink and pen combination. For this color, I was looking for something yellow, brown ish. So I picked up this Kobe ink. It's called Kobe Taisanji, and I know I'm messing that name up, yellow. But it is a beautiful sample that I did get from a pen friend. And it was just something I wanted to do in a different color for a popular pen. Now, the pen that I'm going to ink this up with is a new pen release. It's a common color per se. So I kind of just wanted to do something a little different, a little sassy. So again, I picked up or picked out this color from my collection. I like the yellow of it, mustardy. There's some hints of brown. And when it dries down, that brown is a little darker in the shading. So with this ink, I decided to put it in the brand new TWSBI root beer. Now, we've all seen the root beer color, the release, if you're in this community, and we know it is a beautiful transparent brown. We all have 1,000 brown inks in our collection, I'm sure, and we got about 500 brown inks with shimmer. And I could have easily just picked that type of ink. But again, I wanted to do something just a little different. Excuse me. So I went with this Kobe yellow, and I really, really like it. Now, this TWSBI Eco, I did pick it up in a broad. This is my first broad nib in an Eco, and I think I really like it. You guys know that I am a medium person, so the medium does me well, and this broad is pretty good as well. I don't think it's too thick. I mean, you guys know how it is with your own pens and your own pen and nib preferences. But I did grab this in a broad, and I like it. And so here I'm just showing you again why I chose to put this color in the TWSBI root beer. And I thought it was a good match. Okay, so I'm going to save the pen that I'm going to ink up with you guys on camera. I'm going to do that last. So I jumped to the next pen, and that ink that I put inside is the Diamine Olive Swirl. Now, if you've seen any of my videos from the past, you guys know I love Olive Swirl. And when I was picking it up, I was thinking to myself, Stephanie, this is your third Olive Swirl sample. You still have not bought a bottle of this ink. You know you like this ink. You know you use this ink. But I'm working on the third sample. So here I'm putting down the Olive Swirl. Excuse me again. And I am drawing my little swirl, trying to do something different. I'm going to do this again next month just to play with the swirl. But the Olive Swirl is in one of my favorite pens, my Benu Matcha. This is my Benu Matcha pen, and in true transparency, Olive Swirl has been the only color in this pen because to me it is a perfect match. That's what I'm showing you here. Look at that. That color matches that pen perfectly. I do apologize. That color matches that pen perfectly. So that's where we're at. Again, this is my Benu. It's the matcha pen. It's an exclusive from Goulet, so you can get this model from Goulet. I have it in a fine. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. And again, the color is the Diamine Olive Swirl. And I just really, really like this color in this pen. And you guys know I love a Benu nib. So, lastly, this is the last color here in the last pen pairing. I'm still going on about my matcha. Okay, so now we're going to pick up the last color. And it is a Diatramentis ink, Kermesine Red. I know I'm saying that name wrong too, but that is the color I'm going to put in this Franklin Christoph. This Franklin Christoph was not inked up prior to me pressing record, so I'm going to have to fill it up with you guys. Here I'm pointing out the resin. Again, that resin is called Cathedral, and I wanted this Model 2 so bad in the antique glass. And then when I saw it with that little touch of resin on it, I had to have it. I did pick this pen up at the Chicago Pen Show. And again, I'm showing you the ink. It's a Diatramentis ink called Kermessin. And I know I'm saying that wrong. Again, I apologize. And I apologize if I get on your nerves saying that all the time, but I want you guys to know that I know when I'm messing up something or when I'm mispronouncing. And so let me know, correct me. I don't have a problem with that at all. But at any rate, I'm still pointing out the resin and I'm talking about the reason why I am going to ink straight from the converter. A lot of times when I have a clear pen or a white pen, I think about staining with certain inks. So just to avoid that as a whole, I ink directly into the converter like you see me doing there. What you don't see me doing on the side is I'm cleaning it off and I'm putting the converter back into the piece where the nib is. And then I'm also feeding the nib the ink until it, comes out and I know that it's ready. So that's what you didn't see me do off camera. Here I am putting the body back on the pen and then moving the ink over so that I don't make a mess. And then I'm getting ready to give you guys a swatch. Diatramentis ink in my Franklin Christoph pen Model 2. I did get this in a regular fine nib. My other Franklin Christoph was a Sig fine nib, so I went for something different in this pen. And if I didn't say it earlier, I did pick up this pen. Look at that crazy swirl. I did pick up this pen from the Chicago Pen Show, and I had to have it. And I am looking forward to writing with it for the remainder of the month, and I'm sure that I will roll it over until June. And again, I'm just simply writing the information, the pen, the nib size, and the color. This is a pretty purpley plum color. When it dries, it's very, very pretty. And that cathedral resin that I talked about on this pen is the resin that's used for Esterbrook Esty, the Botanical Gardens. And since I own that pen, I'm happy to know that I at least have two pens that I can work with this ink. Of course, there are other pens, of course, but it matches that resin pretty well. So yeah, and that's what I'm showing you and telling you here about that resin. Again, it's called Cathedral. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this colorway. I like it. I like the colors. I like how bright they are. Um, they're springy colors rolling into summer. I'll probably keep these pens inked up a little longer since I started out late for the month of May. But tell me, do you like these colors? Do you have any of these colors? What about these pens? Do you think I did a good job with the pen and ink pairing as far as color matching? Please let me know. Please thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also remember, as always, love on your family. And until I see you in the next video, have a good one. And please leave me a comment. Let's get a conversation going. You guys know I like to chit chat. So until I see you in the next video, have a great one. Bye bye.